You know that feeling? You walk away thinking, okay, that was actually a great conversation. She was laughing, the vibe was there, everything felt easy. Then, the next day, her replies get shorter, slower, colder, and now your brain's doing laps. Here's the thing, my guy. It's not always that you said something wrong, and it's not automatically a bad sign either. Sometimes the conversation went well. You're just reading the next phase wrong. This is where most guys read it wrong. You walk away feeling the energy, the laughs, the eye contact, the whole vibe, and in your head that means, okay, we're good. But a lot of women don't judge the moment the same way. They judge how the interaction felt after. Did it feel easy, safe, fun, or weirdly intense? That's called emotional processing. Fancy term, simple meaning, you're replaying the highlights. She's replaying the feeling. So yeah, the conversation can be great, and her replies can still slow down a little. First reason, social overload. Some girls are super present in person, then disappear for a bit because texting feels like more output. Different energy, my guy. Second, she might actually need a second to sort out how she feels. Not because it went bad, because it mattered enough to think about. Third, she could be pacing it. She's not unsure about you exactly. She's unsure about the rhythm, so she takes one step back to see if this stays chill. And this is the part where dudes panic and fumble. They see slower replies and instantly label it rejection. Then they double text, over-explain, or start acting like they lost the playoffs. Relax. Less texting right after a good conversation is not automatic ghosting. Sometimes it just means she's feeling it out, not shutting it down. Big difference. Alright, here are the 3 most common reasons. Number 1, she liked the conversation, but she doesn't want to slam on the gas yet. This one's classic. Especially in modern dating, a lot of women are careful with pacing. Good vibe? Yes. Instant emotional sprint? Not necessarily. Attraction and acceleration are not the same thing. Number 2, in-person chemistry does not always transfer to text. And honestly, this one's underrated. Some people are amazing face-to-face. Great eye contact, great timing, super warm energy. Then you text them, and suddenly it's like you're talking to a very polite brick. That doesn't always mean interest dropped. Sometimes texting is just not where they shine. Number 3, and this one's huge, she's watching how you handle the shift. After a great conversation, a lot of guys start forcing momentum. Double texting, overanalyzing, trying to recreate the magic by Tuesday at 9:14 a.m. She slows down a little to see if you stay grounded or start spiraling. That's not always rejection. Sometimes it's calibration. So when her replies dip a little, don't jump straight to, she's not into me. Look at what kind of dip it is. Is she pulling away or just pacing it? Big difference, my guy. Less texting is not always less interest. Sometimes it's just less speed. Now this is where a good conversation can start going sideways. Not because the vibe was fake, because the pressure after it gets too loud. You ever see this happen? The convo ends strong, and then boom, 3 texts in a row, a meme, a you good, and a follow-up to the follow-up. That's not interest anymore. That starts to feel like urgency. Big difference. Or this one. You try to keep the energy at a 10 the whole time. Every text has to be funny, flirty, deep, memorable, no breathing room, no space. That doesn't feel exciting forever. It starts feeling like work. And here's a huge one. You go from fun and easy to low-key, needing reassurance. Did I say too much? You seem different. Hope I didn't mess that up. Now she's not just replying to a guy she liked talking to. She's managing a guy's emotional weather. Nobody wants that job, my guy. Okay, and this one's the sneaky one. You turn the whole thing into a test. How fast did she reply? How many emojis? Did she ask a question back? Relax. You're not reading a stock chart. The problem usually isn't that you texted her. It's that the energy underneath it feels heavy. Interested is attractive. Invested too fast feels like pressure. And pressure kills momentum way faster than silence ever does. So how do you read this, right? Simple. Stop obsessing over one message and start looking at the pattern. If she's replying a little slower but still asks you questions, still opens new topics, still says yes when you suggest meeting up, that's not a bad sign. That's interest with a different tempo. Big difference. And if her texts get a little shorter, but the warmth is still there, she's still present, still engaged, she may just be pacing it, not fading. Now, here's when you should actually pay attention. If the speed drops, the effort drops, and the vibe drops too, okay, now you've got a pattern. Not one weird Tuesday. A pattern, that's what tells the truth. So, the move is not to chase harder. It's to steady out. Match the energy without going cold. Keep your replies clean, light, and confident. Don't force a full relationship through text. Use texting to keep the door open, not to drag certainty out of her. Here's the rule of thumb. One small change, don't conclude anything. 2 or 3 repeated shifts, watch it. But if the whole pattern changes, that's your answer, my guy. That's how you stop overthinking and start reading the room like an adult. If you've ever misread this before, drop it in the comments. Trust me, you are not the only one. And if you want to know when to text again and when to just set the date, that's the next move.